court to order. If you'll please stand with me in a word of prayer. Commissioner Jones, would you do the honors this morning?
Let us pray. Kind and gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you this day, Lord, and I thank you, Lord, for the blessings that you give us, Lord, even the ones we don't realize. And ask you, Lord, to bless this community, this county, Lord, and the city. And ask you for wisdom today. Ask you, Lord, for your wisdom and not ours in this meeting. And ask your blessings on everyone here. In Jesus' name I ask you, amen.
Amen. And the pledge to our flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right, thank everyone for taking their time out to be here this morning. If you've got an electronic device, I would ask that you place it on silence at this time. And we will start this morning's meeting with the public forum. Citizens may address the court on any matter other than matters concerning county personnel or matters under litigation. Each citizen will be allocated five minutes with a total time not to exceed 30 minutes. Is there anyone here this morning that would like to address the court? Yes, sir.
My name is Paul Harold. I am a local criminal defense attorney, and I just wanted to take a few minutes of your time about the courthouse security, if I may. I'd asked Judge Miller to be a part of the agenda, but I figure it would be just as easy to be part of the public forum. I practice regularly in about 11 different courthouses, and I understand that it was a legislative dictate that we put extra security in this courthouse. So we've limited it to one entry and one exit for all personnel, which is totally fine. I'm all for the security, but it is a matter of convenience and a matter of marketing that I'm bringing to you today. In all the courthouses that I practice in, the only one that has similar security in place, or two, would be Bell County and Burnett County. Burnett County has the same security in their the annex where the district courts practice, and Bell County has it in their justice center. All other courthouses, most attorneys get a pass-through, meaning they can get through security by showing either a photo ID or their bar card or a combination thereof. Bell County being the only exception, some less than smart defense attorney made a couple of mistakes, and so they require everybody to go through, except for the county employees who have a back exit and a back entry. So even in the most heavily guarded courtroom in the state of Texas, which is the Copperas Cove Municipal Court, the attorneys get passed through as long as they've been there before and they show some sort of ID. So I'm recommending that at some point in the near future, the commissioners take up the idea that attorneys that regularly practice here can show their ID and their bar card, which is hard to get and hard to fake. So that they can get through it. It really is like, you know, on a day when we have 200 people showing up for jury duty. You know, I've got other business in the court, so waiting outside for 15 to 20 minutes, you know, watching other members of the judicial system that may not even have a bar card be able to get through security, it's just tough. And when you have a day when you've got 15 to 20 cases, you might go in and out of the courthouse 4 or 5 times. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to address them outside the court or whatever else. But I would like the Commissioners Court to think about that, and maybe we can make it a little more convenient for defense attorneys in regular practice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harold. Okay. Picking up with the next item on the agenda, item number 5, accept the minutes of the Coryell County Historical Commission meeting held on January 14th, 2020.
Motion to accept, Judge.
We've got a motion from Commissioner Jones, a second from Commissioner Moore. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. The next item will be the minutes for Commissioners Court meeting held on December 9th, 2019. If you're wondering why there was a delay in that, that was the last meeting before Ms. Simpson had her surgery that got moved up. So we've been waiting on her return to get those.
So moved.
We have a motion from Commissioner Matthews. Second from Commissioner Ashby. Any further discussion on the minutes for December 9th? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Item number 7, minutes for Commissioners meeting held on February 10th of 2020. I will annotate that there is one correction in the minutes that went out, reflected February 14th. Ms. Newton was so kind as to update those for us. And in fact, the actual copy that I have reflects February 10th.
So moved.
Motion from Commissioner Matthews, second from Commissioner Moore. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Item number 8, the Road and Bridge Report. Mr. Layton.
Second part of the month, Judge, just kind of update here, working on work orders. About finished crushing our shot at Morse pit, prepping to move to the Cummins pit. Been blading roads since we had some moisture, had a couple washouts. They worked on Friday after the rain, nothing major, just one of them's a project we have ripped up, we're working on, and water come over the road and washed about a 100-foot section, probably about 8 foot of the road base off, so pretty normal. If it been hard topped or chip sealed like it had been in the past, it always runs over there, probably wouldn't have this issue, so. But other than that, just.
What was that at? Where was that?
226, we have it ripped up to reseal, it's been that way for about a year now. It's where Hog Creek comes across it. You know, we don't handle enough water, we actually upsized the culverts that are there. I believe there's north and south Hog Creek, and the north side's got about, I think there's 3,600 acres that drain across the road there, so it's gonna come over.
Yeah.
Not unless we do something a lot bigger than we got. But
Put in a bridge.
yeah, we get it chip sealed back, let it go over, it'll be fine. That's all I have on that, Judge.
You have anything for Mr. Layton? Okay. Thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 9. Consider form and content of the road and material lease agreements for Jimmy D. Cummings and Dwayne Bates. Mr. Layton approached me last week, the week before. Anyway, he's wanting to extend out these our gravel pit leases a little bit further out on a few of them, and these are the first 2 that he had identified. And so before submitting these to the individual property owners, he was requesting a review and approval from the court. I believe, Mr. Bell, you've looked over these as well.
I have this.
Mr. Latham, I didn't mean to take your thunder from you. Anything to add there? I mean,
No, I just, you know, these are 5 years. In the past, we'd only done 1 or 2 years. I think there's one pit we did 5 years with back in about 07. But there's, you know, I feel like it's gonna get harder and harder to secure these pits. These are locations that are proven we're in them. We have our infrastructure set up. To me, it'd just be a good thing to have agreements like this. Some of this is in preparation, you know, we spoke about maybe increasing the amount of rock we produce and putting out. Over the last 3 years, we've averaged around 4,000 semi-truckloads a year we put out. We're putting out about 100,000 tons, and we're always out. We always need more, so. A lot of our dirt roads need to be hauled, and don't get it, we put it towards pavement, so.
I know you haven't presented this to anyone, but have you had kind of a side conversation with?
What's that?
Have you had kind of a side conversation without presenting this?
Yes,
agreement to them?
my superintendents, had talked to him, Lewis talked to Mr. Bates, and Tim talked to Jim, really didn't give him no specifics, but just kinda told him we were gonna get a little more detailed, attach a map, you know, looking for 5 years, and, you know, most of them, they like that, I mean,
We give $1 a yard now instead of 75 cents, we talked about a while ago.
yeah, that was.
But it's fine.
I've had some requests on that, and I put that in there. Originally, we paid 75 cents a yard on these, I think it's been since about '06 or '07, or maybe '03. It's been several years since we've had an increase on our royalty rate. And this contract here, I feel like should only be presented to about 3 or 4 pits in the county, and then the other ones, we just kinda do our, you know, we got rock here, we get it and do this road right here. But, you know, having these two, and then having, 2 more we'll present later on, we're pretty strategically located then, so.
Make that motion, Judge, to approve the, road material lease agreement for these 2, locations, Jimmy D. Cummings and Wayne Bates.
Second.
We got a motion from Commissioner Moore, and a second from Commissioner Jones. We'll take a vote on that. There, Mr. Bell, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, sir, overview of that.
Okay, thank you.
I have one question, Judge. So once I make contact with these landowners this week and they sign it, I need to put this on the agenda again for execution of it?
We'll approve it.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Item number 10 on the agenda for this morning is consider donations to the Coryell County Victims Assistance Canine Fund. This is Winston. We've received amounts from Exco Bank in the amount of $100, Ethan Hill in the amount of $150, Faith Powell in the amount of $200, and Janet Pruitt in the amount of $100.
Make that motion. To approve.
Motion to approve from Commissioner Ashby, second from Commissioner Matthews. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Ms. Newton, if you would, I believe I incorrectly spelled Ms. Pruitt's last name. If you would make the correction to the record to reflect Prueitt. Thank you. Item number 11, consider event and date for Employee Appreciation Month coming up in April. I'll throw a few items. I've talked with a couple of people. One of the things that I'd like for us to consider, and it may streamline the meal event, if that's what we intend to do. But for the employee anniversary dates of the 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, I think it would be most appropriate and kind of a nice thing if we would invite them into Commissioners Court and present those as part of the Commissioners Court meeting. And the date of either the 13th or the 27th, those are the 2 dates for Commissioners Court in April. But it would give them, I don't know, set that apart a little bit. I don't know, I just felt like last year that, of course, the timing of, some food and stuff getting there, but by the time you try to get those longevity awards issued or handed out, and those people recognized, and then a few other gifts given out and eat, well, people hightailing it back to work.
Don reading too slow.
It was me.
No.
I was reading.
Oh, that was Don the year before, sorry.
But,
I'm fine with it. No big deal.
Yeah.
You okay?
With me, that's, seems like there was a year that we did that, honestly, but I can't remember what year it was, but it was a long time ago.
well, I know that when we tried to, get a picture taken at the end with everybody together, I mean, some of the employees, they had already taken off, they were trying to get back to work. I mean, this is, to recognize them, and I think we should recognize them.
That's fine, man.
I think 13th's a fine day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and we will
This
set,
first meeting.
we'll set the 13th as, longevity awards as part of the regular meeting. Now, what would be y'all's thought on, rather than doing a weekday, noon meal, a Saturday, late afternoon, and include all the family?
I think you'd have half the people there.
Well, I think it's that less.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there for, you know, kind of discussion, cause, you know, the kind of the things I see is, you know, a weekday thing, it's difficult for people from Coppers Cove, and then we've got some people that, you know, they're always gonna be, you know, working from the jail or the sheriff's department, kind of piece. A weekend event, I know, 3 out of the 4 weekends in April, consist of either a religious activity or, you know, I know that there's probably some sporting events and things like that going on Saturdays. So my thinking is, you know, if you did a 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, everybody who truly wanted to be there, could be there. Open it up to the families, like I said, which, I don't know, shouldn't be that much more of an expense, but, cause either way, it's our way of saying, hey, we appreciate it. And whether they take advantage of that or not, I don't know, whether they want to.
Rob, you think some of the sheriff's deputies miss out on that, during the week, or what's your opinion on that? You know more about the sheriff's department jail than I do.
As far as the sheriff's office goes, it really just depends. The guys that are at work, generally, if they can make it, you know, they will, depends on call volume or whatnot, or staffing, if they're available to go. And then again, that also depends on shifts. So if you got guys that work nights, they're more than likely not gonna come to a daytime event because they're gonna sleep through it for the most part, just cause they stay routine with their schedule. So it's just kinda convenience wise, whatever is convenient for them and doesn't disrupt their whole entire schedule or work day.
The last couple of years, I have taken, you know, a brisket or two over there and drinks and all that stuff. You know, we kinda set a bunch aside for the jail staff on the evening, or the deputies in the evening. And we do set it up in the break room, but, I mean,
I think the weekday continue to be the best, honestly. That's just my opinion.
I'm just trying to throw some ideas out there. I mean, you know, we obviously want, you know, participation.
Okay.
You know, but then I hate for them to feel like they are rushed, at the same time. And then if we do the weekday, do we want to expand that into, one day in Gatesville and another day, in Coppers Cove? because those are the ones that, you know, do the travel piece of it. I didn't necessarily, talk with, Mr. Coryell to see, you know, whether all of his people, can make it over here or not.
I know those in juvenile parole come up. I don't know about adult, and probation. They come up, and I don't know about those. I know juvenile comes in. But I would take
Makes
it
sense
up
to
there.
put it back with them usually too, the
Yeah.
ones that can't make it.
There's only 2 officers in that operation department, two officers and a secretary. So, all of them, 2 of them.
Drinking water comes up here.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm just trying to throw out some talk. Six one, half dozen every day.
That's how I feel. I mean, have y'all ever tried it on a Saturday? No.
Unless they tried it before I got back.
I don't
think they done it back then, but.
I don't know that a Saturday would necessarily be a good day. Some of the discussions that I've had, because there are, you know, lots of kid activities going on during the, you know, during that month of April and it being springtime and, various sports, you know, and most of the families, you know, cause I mean, that would be the kind of the, if you're gonna do it on the weekend, it would be more family inclusive. And most families, if they're planning on doing something on the weekend, they're gonna do it on a Saturday. You know, I wouldn't wanna interfere with anyone's Sunday church. That's kinda why I was just throwing out 4 o'clock on a Sunday, because those that attend evening church on Sundays, they have time to eat and fellowship with us, before they went on their worship services. But if we think that just the weekday thing is the route to go, I'm comfortable with that.
I'm comfortable with it.
I would think the weekend turnout's gonna be lower, just in my opinion. You know, my guys, they got things planned on the weekends and a lot of times, and, you know, I think they're gonna stick to their plans instead of come to appreciation, honestly.
Usually most all you guys come and play, don't they?
Yeah. I just, you know, kinda on the weekend, I think a Saturday, they're just kinda, you know, like you said, there's baseball, soccer, I mean, a lot of guys, kids, there's lots of events going on Saturdays and just my thoughts, I'm a judge, I mean, trying to give you input.
Oh, it's not to hold us up, I mean, cause this isn't brain surgery, but,
Let's have it during
you
the
know,
week. It's not
we'll
brain
have
surgery,
it,
it's
we'll
not-
have it during the week, okay, so now what, let's just pick a day. We've got about 30 days to pick from.
10th of April on Friday.
On Good Friday? That's the 10th.
You said pick one, y'all say something. Let's roll.
Second.
All right. So that's a motion to have it on the 10th of April. And a second from Commissioner Matthews. Any discussion on that? And with that, we will have the employee awards. We'll present those on the 13th. Any further discussion on that? Anything to amend to that motion?
You want me to work on the groceries again? On food? Let me take care of the food.
We'll take care of that.
Double?
We got some other stuff we'll take care of.
I'll take care of the food.
Well, yeah, I think I can help you, well, all of us will.
Sure.
Any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye?
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, and the The last item we got, for pay bills is discussion and consideration of the Justice Center construction project, coming out of our last meeting. Commissioner Jones, requested we put that on there. Just to kind of recap, I mean, I think we're going with this is, you know, last April, when we sat down, we discussed, kind of the way forward in our initial, facilities assessment. What I took out of that and what set that piece of the budget, was that, for a relatively small expenditure, when you're talking construction wise, we could accommodate upgrading facilities for the justices of the peace, establish, you know, one usable, you know, secure courtroom, have a location for, the constables, the DPS to include the game warden, as well as the, special investigator for the, Cattlemen's Association, have the emergency management, and emergency operations center located there, as well as the PSAP, the 911 center. Now, rightfully so, because we did not have any kind of space analysis done on that. We allocated an amount of $800,000 for the construction of that. If you look at a general standard of about $200 a square foot, is kind of an industry standard for office space construction. At 6,000 square feet, you're looking at somewhere between $1 million and 1.2. But we have funds allocated to at least start that process. And as we've got, you know, architect coming on board, I concur. I'm not to put words in Mr. Jones or Commissioner Jones' mouth, but I think we're lagging behind on getting that particular project started, and utilizing what we budgeted and allocated to upgrade those facilities. So with that, Commissioner Jones.
Right. I did discuss that a little bit in my commissioner report last week. Brandon said I could talk, but nobody else could. But Kyle, he spoke up. Thank you, Kyle.
I told you I was just thinking, Dawn, sorry.
You're just thinking out loud. But that, when you get, the architect's coming towards the end of the week, you said?
He's actually going to be here this afternoon because, we're going over the, not to get off topic, but today's the final day for the, construction manager at risk project. So he will be here today.
Okay, if you'll ask him about that space analysis, if he's went through that over there and figured kind of what we need, we just